одной электростанции в городе Припяти складывается неблагоприятная.
The key to making 6 figures a year selling real estate is to have a proven plan to follow that will get you there. Today is the day that you get that plan. When I started selling real estate, I didn't have a plan. There were many days where I'd sit in my office and not have any idea what I should be doing, and it was a really bad feeling. I looked and looked for some sort of plan that would work for me, but could never find exactly what I needed. There were real estate gurus all around that would sell me giant packets of information for thousands of dollars. But I didn't want information overload, and I didn't have thousands of dollars to spend either. So I finally decided that I wanted to focus on selling investment properties. I started studying everything I could about these types of properties. I became one of the most knowledgeable experts in my area. I spent countless hours studying and learning. And then it was time to start getting clients. After a lot of trial and error, I discovered what marketing worked and what was a waste of time. I started getting leads. In fact, I started getting a lot of leads, hundreds of leads a month. It was ridiculous. To think that almost overnight, I went from selling one house my entire first year to all of a sudden having more leads than I can handle. Well, it was mind-blowing. In the 1 year period following this breakthrough, I sold over 40 houses and generated 6 figures in commissions. That was my goal. This was my second year selling real estate. You're probably wondering what I did and how I did it so quickly. Well, the truth is I spent many hours trying out new ways to get leads. Some worked, but a lot of them didn't work at all. So I started documenting everything that worked for me, and I turned it into a system. There were certain things that I would just do every day. There were certain sites I would advertise on, certain ways that I would word the ads. I just kept documenting everything so that when I got to the point where I can hire an assistant, they could just read that documentation and do it for me. What I didn't realize at the time is how valuable that documentation would have been to me if I had it when I first started selling real estate. You know, imagine if I had that plan in my hands from day one instead of wasting an entire year selling only one house. Many new agents don't even make it through their first year because they can't afford to pay all the fees, not to mention pay all of their own bills. An entire year with no income while you learn a business, it's pretty much not feasible for most people. But if I had that documentation and I would have followed it from day one, I literally could have made 6 figures my first year as a real estate agent. I also realized that this documentation could help other agents that are either just starting out or that want to add another income source to their real estate career. So I decided to make it available to help other agents quickly increase their sales. This guide is not full of useless information like some of the guides that I've seen. Everything unnecessary was actually removed during the editing process. The book is strictly the exact content that you need to build your business exactly the same way I did. You just follow the steps. There's no guessing what to do next. It's all written down. I sincerely believe this is the shortest path to earning 6 figures in commissions. The guide explains to you exactly what I personally would do if I had to completely start over in real estate. And I'm 100% confident that I could start over selling real estate tomorrow and instantly start building up my sales using these steps. I would have new clients working with me in the first month I started, honestly probably in the first week or two. As far as I know, there's nothing else like this out there. If you are looking for a solid plan to be very successful in real estate, then you just found it. You may be wondering, what's so great about selling homes to investors? Well, think about this. One of the huge advantages is that most investors buy and sell more than one property a year. I've had clients that have purchased over 20 properties in a year. Think about how long it would take to find 20 regular buyers, meet with them, get them to sign the buyer agency contracts, and then drive all 20 of these buyers around to all the houses that they want to see. This is a lot more work than selling 20 houses to one investor. That makes sense, right? And another thing, investors will typically pay cash or already have financing set up, so that's another obstacle that you avoid. And many investors flip houses, which is great for you. You get to work with them when they buy it, and then when it's time for them to sell, you also get to list it for them. And of course, after that's done, chances are they want to buy another one and do it all over again. So I'm sure you can see that these are some pretty big advantages that come along with working with investors as your clients. If you are ready to start earning more money selling real estate, get a copy of this course today. It is an instant download, so you don't have to wait. As soon as you complete your payment, you can get started. And to make the deal even better, if for any reason at all the course isn't working for you, or it's just not what you thought it would be, or you just found out working with investors just isn't your thing, I have 100% money back guarantee. 30 days, no questions asked, 100% refund policy. So you're not risking anything at all by purchasing the course right now. For the price of a couple tanks of gas, you could be purchasing the course that completely changes your real estate career for the best. Grab your copy today before it's too late. This offer is not going to be around forever. If you don't give it a try, you will never know if this guide was the one that would have worked perfectly for you, just like it did for me.